First of all, I want to thank everybody who's been tuning in to Tales from the Jails. And listen, we need everybody to do something for us. If you really like what you see on Tales from the Jails, you're really interested in what you see.
Live by you, the homosexual, but you just turned it into a
What's
weird
up? What's up,
nigga.
everybody, man? And welcome everybody to Tales from the Jails. You know, join that team today, man. The phone number is 267-315-9490. 267-315-9490. Name of the home care agency is Care or Us. Some good people. What's up, young? What's going on with you, man, today,
Not
man?
much, man.
What's going on with you, man? You know, we James, no guest today, James. We just decided, you know what I mean, come on here and hash it out. You know, we got some personal vendettas against each other, so we don't have to so to avoid me knocking him out or something like that, we got to come up here and just talk about it up here in front amongst the family and let y'all just kind of help us determine who's right and who's wrong, or who's the winner and who's the loser. And if he really, you know, got something to get off his chest, we can just keep the cameras rolling, get up there, you know, get up here, you know, get a small little boxing session on, if that's what he want to do. But I doubt if he want to do that in front of, you know, everybody. You know what I mean? He big brother, older dude, but you know how, you ever heard of how the big little brother? You know how that go? Young?
What happened there?
The big little brother.
I can't see that TV. That's crazy.
Yeah.
I'm getting old. But listen,
yeah, so
man.
you want to be able to see these punches coming.
I want to get right into the jump, man. I want to get right into this.
No, get right into what?
I want to get right into what I brought you up here to pitch you out there for today.
Yeah, well, listen.
I want to get right in there, and we're going to determine if Feek has an issue or not, family, you know what I'm saying? And this is everything
but
we talked about.
We gotta remember, you gotta be real careful with that.
I know that, but everything that we talk about, right?
Okay.
It relates some form of way to landing in the penal system or coming from the penal system. In this particular topic and subject I'm gonna bring up today, and you know, I don't want nobody to be, but matter of fact, because I can't ask the mass this question, because you might have some people that's okay, like I am, with, you know, the opposite sex. Today we're going to talk about the opposite sex, how men, you know, carry themselves around the opposite sex, not just meaning me as a man and the opposite sex as a woman, meaning a person that was born a man and think that they're a woman. A person that does that. Me, I have no problem with you, me. You know, a lot of other people, you know, it's like, that's like a stigma. It's like something that you look down on or whatever. But what I want, that question that I ask is, and I want y'all to hear me, audience, and take 30 seconds to a minute to think this question through before you answer. But I want to ask Feek the question first, and y'all can go ahead and follow behind him.
Here we go.
Who is more trustworthy? There's two people that I'm ready to give you with two different characters. Out of the two people, you know, people frowns upon both characters that I'm ready to give you that these two people I have. But now it's a scenario with it. You have to befriend one of these people. You have to. You have to befriend one of the people that I give you to pick from.
Wait, hold on. When you say befriend, me like you gotta ride around the car with them,
but
hang with them?
befriend. Like
Okay.
you trust them. You be over their house, they be over your house.
Okay.
You know, y'all, you know, sometimes whatever the case may be, but you befriending. You befriending. And the two people, one of them is a confidential informant. Well, I'm as a rat, a tattleteller.
Okay.
Is a person that if he get caught and he knows some other information about someone else, he will gladly give that information at an alarming pace to free himself.
We know a lot of them guys out here. Yeah, we know a lot of them. Okay.
And now you have the homosexual, the person that likes the same sex. Out of these two, the homosexual or the tattleteller, you had to pick one to be a friend. Who can you befriend first? A rat or a homosexual? Tawfiq.
All right, I gotta ask some questions though first.
No. You don't gotta answer no questions.
Yo, why can't I ask you no questions?
Because you always try to make something more than what it is. No.
I'm asking you a question.
Who can you befriend first?
Listen, I'm asking you a question. I gotta ask you a question.
You can ask the question after you answer. You don't answer.
No.
You don't answer a question.
That's not how it goes. That's not how it goes.
Yes, it has. Yes, it is.
Because I have to answer the question.
All right, so what do you have to ask? What?
Okay, so when you say befriend them, meaning I gotta ride in the car with them, I gotta hang with them.
Yes.
Or if I'm in jail, I gotta walk the yard with them if I'm in jail.
Like, they not even walk, but if they come see you, acknowledge you, yeah. You ain't got to walk them, but you befriend him. Yo, you see him in traffic and he comes up to you. Yo, come here, if he ran up to your cell, or you might go to his cell. You ain't got to necessarily be, yo, let's go walk the track today. No, that don't mean you my friend. I see a lot of niggas running and walking the track and don't even know each other.
Well, this is easy.
So
for
that
me.
don't. So who would you befriend out of a rat or a homosexual if you had to take if you had a choice to pick and you had to pick one? Audience, y'all answer that too.
I wouldn't. I mean, for me, I wouldn't probably hang with either one. Hang with either one. I just would keep my distance from either one for my own reasons.
You keep
but hold up, listen.
Oh, okay.
I want to answer the question. Like, you know what I mean, wait, don't have a temper tantrum up here, man. But I would probably hang with. I probably would choose to be hang with the rat.
Yeah, see, I ain't doing that.
I'm gonna tell you why I would hang with the rat.
Right.
Because I ain't breaking no law, so he ain't gonna tell on me.
Okay.
And if somebody know he a rat, I'll make it known that he's a rat, and I'll be like, this boy's a rat. But
Yeah, but I couldn't trust him.
I had to choose between hanging with him and hanging with someone else. So I would choose to hang with the person that told.
I ain't say hang. I said befriend.
Yeah,
just because I befriend you don't mean I gotta hang with you.
I hang with you. I befriend you. We hang together.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, but we ain't got to hang together either. But you don't have to hang with a motherfucker to befriend a motherfucker. You don't have to do that. You don't have to just because you're my friend. We gotta hang together. No,
because the thing about it is this: me and the person that told may still have some things in common. They might want to go to the basketball game, talk about basketball, so on. The other individual, I might not be able to relate to that person and have a type of conversation or have some type of, like what am I talking about? What are we conversating about? So therefore, I would probably choose to just befriend the rat. And it's dudes that I know that told that they got their phone numbers in my phone, but I know they told, and I don't deal with them on a level of befriending them. I might deal with them on certain business, as far as like they might be plumbers or HVAC guys or whatever, electricians or whatever. But that's just for me. So I guess y'all can. But what about you? Let's talk about you.
I could befriend the homosexual before I can a rat. I can befriend the homosexual.
Why?
Because what you mean? Why?
Yeah, you asked me why. Why are you choosing one over the other?
The homosexual is not a selfish individual. He's not trying to serve me up to the law if something goes wrong. He like what he like.
But you're not breaking the law.
I say he like what, but still he done told on other people. I don't want to be around that.
Okay.
Regardless of I'm not breaking the law. I know some niggas he done got life for. He done sent niggas in jail for life in the penitentiary, and me and him out with the game. Like you said, y'all at the game. This nigga done sent good men to jail for the rest of their life. I'll be down there next to motherfucking Quisha. For Quisha, talking about, oh my God, right? Yeah, they got a good back. Yeah, I ain't fucking this man. I'm a heterosexual man. I know my sexuality. He knows his sexuality, what he want. And I don't knock what he want. But can I befriend him before I befriend a coward-ass rat? Yes, I can. I could befriend, like the same way with me on the yard. They wasn't my friends, but we was associates. The homosexuals, they run the jail. They got all the good jobs. They can get you all the bell peppers.
But that's a difference, though.
No, listen, but I'm just telling you how I could befriend them.
Okay.
It's not a difference. It's not a difference.
It is.
I can befriend this one over this one. I can't trust this nigga right here, regardless if I'm doing something or not. And I might got homies that's doing something, and, I choose not to do nothing, but I'm bringing him around. He's seeing shit like, oh, shit. Well, Harry Black ain't doing nothing but his man do. Anybody I bring him around other than me is a threat. He's a threat to them, to their existence, their survival of staying free. Would you agree? Like, you got to keep him secluded because you'll be doing, say if you got a homie like me and I'm out there selling dope, but I don't know your friend is a rat. You bring this your friend. You like, yo, Black, we going out to eat. You might go out to eat, but I'm busting traps. I've got niggas calling my phone. He right there, look, but you know what I do. But you'll be worse than him if you brought him around me and not inform me that he's a rat, a former rat.
But the other person is you're gonna be able to know what they are from the gate. So I ain't gotta explain to you what they are.
The homosexual mind their business. They don't try to go at motherfuckers. Now, if you giving I've been around a bunch of homosexuals in the penitentiary, and none of them, I never seen a homosexual jump out there with a man and be like, Can I suck that wee? Can I
No,
grab
dude.
your butt?
I don't do this.
I never seen them be outlandish like that. Now, do they got all the? Yeah, they got all that going
You
on
do that a
because they
little too
think
good,
they
bro.
females. They think they females. They got that going on at an alarming rate because they're mimicking a female. So I would expect them to be sash swaying around the yard. Don't nothing bring them boy but a big booty boy. Bring them joy like a big booty boy.
No, don't do that.
So I could understand that. I understand that fully, but I don't understand cowardice of turning a brother over to the oppressors, which is the government.
I can ask questions to the I will make it known that he told. I'm just saying I can't be riding down the street in a car because there's nothing that we're gonna have to talk about. I can't talk. I mean, I understand they got they situation what they got going on, but it's nothing for me to really conversate with them about. Now a rat, he just told. That's what he is. He ratted. All right, he told on somebody. I ain't in the streets, so we can hang together, talk about sports or whatever else is going on in the world. And then, you know, like, it just, I don't know, man. I don't know. I just don't think that I would be able to coexist in that environment for me.
Well, why? What environment?
Well, like the environment of being in close quarters, riding around, stuff like that. I wouldn't be able to coexist.
Can I ask you a question?
Yeah.
Do you think that, because you said that you don't think that you will be able to exist in a closed corner confines with a, do you think that you'll get an urge? Do you think
No,
that?
dude.
Do you think that
No,
something
dude.
might trigger you, like him popping in his? Do you think you might get a chubby off of one of that? Like, is this why you're so adamant? Why you can't be in closed confines
No, dude.
with a man that loves the same thing?
No, dude.
Like, do you think there's a triggering effect, and you might look up and got some head? Do you think? Do you think this is this man?
Nah.
What the fuck? Because I don't understand that, bro.
Nah, I'm just saying, man. No, I'm just saying, I just couldn't. So you would choose a Selly? You would choose Selly over a rat to be?
Oh no, a Selly wise, I would have to be Selly's with it because I'm not trying to. Because even though if I'm in a cell with a homosexual, ain't nobody believing I ain't in there humping me. Even though I might not be humping me.
It might be the same thing when you ride in the car. When I'm out here in the streets, if you pull up to the neighborhood cookout and you got you know a person who a homosexual in a car with you, they gonna look at you a little weird, man.
Yeah, but I'm out here in the free world. I don't care. Like, see, when you in them clothes, I can leave that cookout and never see them people for months. I don't care what they think. When you're in these close confines that you got to face every day, 24 hours a day, and it's right there, smack bag in your face, I'm not going in that man's cell or he got coming in here. Every day, niggas walking past the cell like they go black in there with his boy. No, fuck no.
so what's the same thing?
No, it's not. I don't have to deal with that. I don't have to see you after the cookout.
I'm riding in the car.
No, I don't have to deal with it. I'm riding past. I don't have to deal. I got to deal with that when I'm in jail. I got to come out the cell. Everybody on the unit, they sitting there acting like they watching TV. They watching myself.
No, we talking about befriending them. So befriending them is gonna be the same thing in the streets too. I'm riding around in the car with them.
But yeah,
I'm going out with them. You know, like we might we go out to get something to eat.
It goes
you
back
always
to
hungry
what I
to get
said.
something to eat.
It's
You want to
all-
go.
it
You want to
goes
go
back to
here.
what I
here.
said.
That's
It
gonna
goes
be
back to
same
what I said.
thing, bro.
No, it's not the same thing. It goes back to what I said. You're out here in a bigger environment. I could leave. I don't have to be around that. In these closed confines, when you're on these units, 200 niggas on a unit, a small ass unit. The unit is about as big as this fucking unit we in there with cells that can hold 200 men. Ain't nothing going on unnoticed ever on that unit. Ever. See, out here, I pull into a function, all right, I'm gonna be hearing whispers because I'm going. All right, with my homie. I'm not being with no rat, bro. I'm not hanging out. I'm not pulling up with no. They are the worst of the kind, man. A person
But
that
see, you got to also take. All right. We talking about a person who's a flamboyant individual, a flamboyant homosexual. You know, there's levels to the flamboyancy. Like, some people, it just, you know.
Shout out to Dot, man. But Dot just said, not to cut you off, bro, but he said something real intriguing in the joint. He said, it be freaks in the ranks at Jumar every week. I'd rather hang with them than the man that told.
I get it, but I'm just saying, what type of, because ain't nobody gonna be flamboyant. You talking about somebody flamboyant doing it, like flamboyantly, like just letting it be known. Some they may have got the
all right, so what?
The
I don't care
done.
what. See, this is triggering you,
No,
bro. Yes, it is, because you're telling me that one of them couldn't sit next to you. I don't know.
Like,
would you start sweating? Do you get an urge?
No, we're saying this. No, of course not. We're saying this.
No, of course not.
We're saying that befriending and hanging around a person every day which one would you be able to hang around? I wouldn't be able to hang around that person riding around every day because we don't have anything in common, man. You know what I'm saying? We don't have nothing in common. You know, there's rats that still what? They still shoot. They still try to get some money. They still try to run a business. Not saying that these other people, other individuals won't, but we got things in common. Like, you know what I'm saying? You always say it all the time. You might go in there and call somebody a rat, and he might knock you out.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So,
but that still ain't got nothing to do with the price of tea in China.
Saying
what are you talking about?
We still I might look at him like, I'm gonna look at him. I call him a rat, but the flamboyance of it. Like, you might have somebody who got you. So a person might have a homosexual may have went as far as to get surgeries done.
All right, but the
and
hell
you hanging in the car with that? I mean,
yes, if he wanted me to drop him off somewhere, huh? Brother, they the same ones. The ones that harder than this men and one with titties and ass. If you're telling me I had a choice, I had to, because I'm not gonna hang with neither one of them. But if I had to pick one to hang with, and this is the scenario, this is what I'm putting at the audience, I will pick the homosexual to befriend. Not because I am a homosexual and I want to do something to this. Someone that's so vehement and adamant on it. I just don't like how he and props his lips.
You do it. Why you do it? Why you doing that,
but my thing is, how is you so mad at that man for doing that?
Nobody's not mad at him.
But I can see if he was making passes at you, making little cat calls, or whatever he doing to get your attention on a freak level. Now you can become overly mad and abundant mad. But if he carrying it like y'all bros and he in it like, Feek, you crazy as hell. I don't care about that. That's him.
I'm not going.
That's what him. Instead of me sitting around this nigga, I'm riding with him. He all on the phone with chicks and all that. Yeah. Yo, you want to go see these? I'm be looking at him with disgust. Got them boys' life, man. You nut ass nigga. I don't want to be around this nigga, man.
I would too. Probably.
I'm looking at him with pure disgust.
But I'm just saying, we probably would have more in common. Outside of that, we got more in common. We got more things in common, bro. So that's what I'm saying. Like, that's just for me. Now, whatever people choose to do on their time, it's on them. But I'm not doing. If you listen, you talk all day, all you want, bro. If you came down the way and pulled up down the way with a person, individual who was a homosexual, people gonna be like, yo, what the heck? People gonna suspect that something is not right there, bro. They're gonna think that something is not right. You know what I'm saying? And probably the same thing with a rat, a snitch. They don't think, why you hanging with that rat? People hang with rats all the time. Not saying that it's right. People hang with rats all the time. He's a rat. Yeah, he gets some money. Dudes just making excuses for him. If I had to choose, I would hang with neither because, just because my beliefs. But I'm just not. If I had to choose, I would have to choose the person that told. And I'm, that's just how I am. Now you might be able to. It's just I get what you're saying. I just.
Yeah, you don't get
the flamboyance. You might have somebody who got it.
All right, so what if he ain't flamboyant, but he's sucking joints 90 going north?
Yeah, still I'm not doing it.
All right,
because we have nothing in common.
How? He's a man. He know about shit in life. What you mean you have nothing? He working. He know how to get to $1. How y'all ain't got nothing in common? Y'all got one thing y'all differ at. What you mean y'all ain't got nothing in common?
You know how you ride down the street?
That's a lie. For you to say that y'all ain't got nothing in common, that's an outright lie. You're trying to build a defense for yourself. That's a lie.
What's a lie?
That y'all don't have nothing in common.
We really don't.
How? He just have a preference that you don't do. That's it.
Bro.
That's the only thing that's separate. Like the rat. Y'all don't got nothing in common. He told
but we got stuff in common still.
But same thing. He sucked the junk, but y'all still got stuff in common. What y'all don't got? He go to work, he pay his bills, he take care of his kids. Y'all got a lot of shit in common.
Bro, all right. Listen, you entitled.
It's just that y'all differ when it comes to that chumpy.
You entitled. That was duty. You entitled to your opinion. I'm entitled to mine. Like, it's up to the audience, but they see fit in what they would do. I'm pretty sure there's a lot of mixed feelings in regards to this, man. You know, a lot of people, because people have family members that are, you know, homosexuals, and people have family members who are rats. And some people may not choose to deal with their family members because of whatever they choose to do and so forth and so on. People may not choose to hang with their family members because they told. And I understand why, but I'm just saying for me, you know what I mean? I just couldn't ride around all day like that. And, you know,
nobody's saying ride around. I'm just saying befriend. You ain't got to, you see, you're adding your own elements.
We know men that's homo, that have embarked upon homosexual acts.
Yes, I have a good friend of mine that did that. A good friend. I don't shun him. Yeah, I don't shun him at all.
And you watched and you went and watched it?
No, fuck all that. What I did that to make sure that the hell with the rumors said. I want to see if he doing this. But this good friend of mine that takes him involved in these actions, I don't see him and be like, ew, get away from me.
No, we're not saying that.
No, I don't see him and not acknowledging. Yeah. When I see him, yo, what's up, bro? How you doing, man? You good?
Yeah, I understand.
Yeah, he might be like, yo, give me $500. Here you go. I got extra. He go $5, bro. I grew up with him. It's a friend of mine. All right, cool. He chose to fall upon him.
All right, on duty. But would you hang around him in the car, ride around with him?
You talk about if I had to take, say if he asked me to take him somewhere, yo, but can you drop me off? Yes, I'll take him.
All right, so look at one of your friends that's told that because we have people that we know that told.
Yes.
And you may choose to hang with the person that told over the person that's that.
No, what you talking about? No, I don't. I don't.
Okay.
I don't. You talking about me? You may have chosen.
You may have chosen to do that.
If it's anything, I would probably. I'm just telling you. I gave a scenario. You're always trying to budge something else into another. You got to stay in the perimeters of the scenario, bro. Okay. The scenario, if you had both, fuck all that other shit you talking about, and you had to befriend one, which one is you befriending? Stop trying to add more onto it. Ain't that called innovation when you're adding to this dean? And we ain't talking about the dean right now.
No, we're not talking about the dean.
We ain't talking about the dean, but you're innovating on the conversation that we're having because you're adding to it. No, I give you this ball right here, and you break it down what it is. Can you either pick a friend to a homosexual to befriend or a rat? Which one can you do? All that other equations, this if you take away one from that, that'll equal 2. Fuck all that. Answer the question, bro.
I did. I answered already.
And you can't be with you'll befriend the rat.
I probably will have to. Yes.
Yeah, not me.
Yeah, I will have to. I understand. I understand your stance, but I'm just saying I have nothing. I couldn't have a conversation with them. Probably it's nothing that we probably can. It's probably things we could talk about, but it wouldn't. I don't know. I just feel like I just couldn't do it.
Right. Well,
you said you can't be a celly with him, but you can hang with him out here.
Yeah, I'm not, because that's a different type of question then. Because if you ask that question, then I'll tell you no.
Why is that? If you're confident, if you're comfortable in your sexuality.
No, because it's not even that. I'm confident in my sexuality, but the way prison is perceived. You got certain things you can't do.
So it's not perceived like that.
No, fuck no. Prison and jail, out in the street and prison is night and day. So? I know so.
If Dot pulled up, right? Yeah. And came over here and he walked in here.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
He had D-Block with him, bringing him in. He went and got him from the airport. No, I would not look at him funny.
No. I'm saying if he befriended him, like you ride around in the car with him.
Ain't nobody saying befriend. You would keep adding your own stuff. That's why I just make this corny.
You said which one can you befriend?
But you saying he befriended. He riding around in the car with him. I didn't say you got to do that all the time.
So I got to answer the phone for you when you call?
No, befriend him don't mean you got to ride
describe
with him
what you mean
time.
as befriending.
He called up. He might need some help with something. Yo, man, can you come through and moving furniture in the day, man? I need an extra body on hand. Boom. Or the rest sit like that.
Can't tell me the extra body. That's just not do it.
Yeah, or he befriend you. Or yeah, man. I'm at the school picking up my son. Your son go to the same school as him. You want me to drop them off? They cool. But when we drop your son off too, I know where you live at. But I'm a homosexual. This is what I'm asking you. This is the type of befriending them I'm talking about. I ain't talking about be with him every day. Y'all picturing it up. Y'all all events together.
Oh, that's a little different.
No, I'm asking, but you still befriending him. You don't have to be with a motherfucker every day.
I'm thinking that we say befriend them like me and you.
No, but now that you know what I'm talking about, what's your choice? Because you been knew what I was talking about. You just want to add your own equation, but go ahead.
No, I'm just because I got to get more information about this. Like, that's a hard question, man. You know, that's like, what would you do, Tawfiq? The rat, yeah. I gotta really probably still cool with cause think about it. The person who told, they don't necessarily mean telling no more. It's like you said, the person who might have.
Once you told it, then you can't just undo the telling.
So
I don't give a fuck if he didn't tell no more. You told.
But if a person was homosexual, no longer homosexual anymore, too.
No, he's always a homosexual. You the one that told me he ain't. You the one that told me that, and then you getting up here acting bougie and switching it up. You said you could be forgiven for that, and you could come back to the fold of Islam and make Toba, which is true and correct.
Yeah, for both. Yeah.
But in your mind, when he's sitting there and you in front of him and you in Ruku, is you comfortable with that?
Say it again.
You talking about say that again.
You
in front of him and Ruku is a position.
I'm not gonna be in front of him going Ruku.
Well, why not though? But he back in there, he atoned for us. Why not? Why?
Listen, I don't want to make this because this is not a religious podcast.
No, it's not a religious podcast, but it's still things that we talk about and deal with because we're religious men. But why not? I could let that go.
You said you're going to Ruku.
Yes.
Out of duty.
He not touching me. This man crazy.
You know what Ruku is, man?
Yes. Yeah. Yes. Ruku is a position in the Salat like this. The Ruku is a bowing position.
No, that's the Jude. That's the Jude. Yeah.
So, no, excuse me. Ruku is this.
Yeah, in front of him. No, I'm not doing that.
And he's behind me in the ring.
That was duty.
I'm not tripping about that.
No, we're not. No, listen, we're not gonna play. Not gonna do that.
No, yeah.
Listen, but what I'm saying is
about it, but still.
No, I'm just saying. See,
we're not playing about it. Ain't nobody playing with it. We're having a conversation. Ain't nobody up here getting giggles and jiggles and from that. No.
No, but listen. I'm not. Listen, this is not a religious podcast, so I don't want to make it about the religion. But what I'm saying to you is, I'm saying we talk about befriending them. You know what I mean? Befriending them, like I'm just. You know, I look at we say befriend them is a whole different ball game, because I befriend certain guys. I just don't know. I just couldn't do that. I just don't think I would have anything in common with them. So you know, in jail, right?
Mm-hmm.
Talking about this situation in jail.
Mm-hmm.
So the rats are more frowned upon than the person who's committing homosexual acts.
Yes.
Wow.
At an alarming rate. At a 10-to-1 rate.
Because the rats get checked in, but those
they out there having a ball, making wine, cooking food, running tracks, massaging niggas. They out there living their best life, having too much fun, like you like to say.
Yeah, way too much
They
fun.
don't get condemned. Oh, you gotta go up top. Unless you went around and grabbed the wrong nigga ass or something like that, and that ain't going on. So yeah, ain't nobody. But I'm not befriending no rat, bro. A person that took action in a crime and got caught up, and you took action, you knew what you was doing, and you knew where that could land you if the police intervened and intercept what y'all was doing. You knew all this. And you told on your friend to come home before he did, or snuggle. Bro, I can't respect that, bro. Can't respect that, bro. Can't respect that at all. For me to befriend him, and I'm going, he like, yo, yeah, man, come on, then we going to the, nah, bro. We ain't doing none of that. Even though you didn't tell on me, you told on some good men. Then you might get me hurt from being with you. Imagine you and him coming back from the game. John and them from South Philly ain't forget about he told. Now you putting yourself in total harm's way. You wouldn't agree?
Because it's times we have been places, right? And like we know people that told, bro. And I know people, I got people in my phone right now that I know that told. That still, but hear me out. That still call me. And I'm not in the street. They call me, and they made, like I said, a few got businesses that I utilize when I need certain things done for help my businesses. You know what I'm saying? Right. So I'm doing business with them based off of what they got going on. I don't look at them. I don't look at the company as being a rat. Now they might have told. I'm not going to go somewhere else and pay more money when I can just deal with them, even though they told. Yeah,
I understand that, but I just
different.
can't. I understand you're a businessman. You don't mind dealing with the rat. I get it,
but
you
that doesn't mean. I do come harsh because I see.
I'm talking about as far as sitting in that penitentiary because a nigga told on you for years on end.
But I saw my guys go through it, and I felt, the pain that y'all was going through.
But it's one thing is seeing it, it's one thing to doing.
But at the time, we was out here rat bashing.
Yes, I understand that.
So therefore, I'm just saying. So I understand. But I'm just saying, for me to be able to now, if it's a person who a homosexual. Who is a homosexual and he has a business that may benefit something that I may have going on, of course I'll still use him as to do business with him. If that's befriending him, then cool. But I'm talking about as far as me being like, I'm thinking of it as the aspect of riding around the car with him. You know what I mean? He coming over the crib, all the different stuff around me. My son seeing me hanging with him. You know what I'm saying? So you know what I'm saying? You just never know.
But
You can't.
I'm training my son too. Like, his sexual preference is his sexual preference. That's what we not agreeing with. Yes, I'm not letting things go in check. But I don't know what to tell my son. He finally like, damn, Dad, I found out from what's the name, uncle the other, or nephew the other day that he told them boys got them boys' life. You running around with him?
Yeah, okay. I understand that. But which thing will have a bigger impact on the kid? You know what I mean? You see, you know what I mean? Somebody who, you know, a flamboyant, they say, you know, I don't want to use that word, but a flamboyant homosexual who's out here, you know, speaking flamboyantly about it and expressing it that's what he is, and he may be calling himself other than, you know, calling himself not a man anymore, calling himself a woman, and your kid see that. Is that going to be more devastating to the child than a person who's dressed the attire like a man, but he told?
But you see, you keep putting it like a flamboyant
because you gotta go. It's levels. I'm saying.
But what if it ain't a flamboyant punk?
But he still. How would your kid know?
But no, I know motherfucking punks that ain't flamboyant and still kiss motherfucking boys on the ground. I mean, on the mouth.
Yeah, but I understand.
They ain't flamboyant. They ain't got the titties and all that, and them walking around and sassy. But they will still show you like this is their woman. Yeah. You be like, okay, all right.
Yeah.
I got homies on the yard that'll walk up to a nigga and kiss him in his mouth, and you'll never know he was into that until you seen that act.
We were just at an event. Me and Dot were there. I ain't gonna say the other person's name, but the one person, it was me, Dot, and two other people. One person is a speculation that he's supposed to have told, and then there was the other person there who was like, "Oh, I couldn't get the picture with him because he ratted. He didn't want to getting the shot with it, like in the video in the picture, because he said that he told." And I respected that. You know what I'm saying? I understand that. You know what I'm saying? I understand. Not to say that I see this person take pictures with a person who was a homosexual either, but I'm just saying I understand why he said that. So I agree you can't stand next to either one or certain people because of the stigma that it'll give you by staying next to them. You know what I'm saying? Or befriending them. So I understand. So it's up to people's choice of what they want to do, who they would rather hang around. But it's just for me, I just, you know, yeah, man. I just think that's a tough. It's an easy answer for me, but it's like a little tough for you.
No, how it sound like it's tough for me?
Because it's like because it's so many different variances. If I'm in jail, I'm doing this. If I'm on the street, I'm doing this. I was looking at it as a whole. You know what I'm saying? As a whole overall aspect.
Right.
You know what I mean? You know what I mean? So Dada, I'm talking about.
Yeah, so this Big Shaq just said that your question, your answer to the question just disturbed him deeply. And Shaq, shout out to you, Shaq. Shaq did a lot of time with me in them penitentiaries, man. He come from a long line of niggas ratting on him, man. Did damn near 30 years. And he said, so Feek will do business with people that told on you, huh? This topic is messing with me, bro.
I understand.
Cause niggas Shaq, like that shit right there, like you got to explain to the men.
Yeah, so
like how you wouldn't do business with this Shah Mooley though, but he ain't coming at you.
No, I'm not. I never said. I said I would do business with both.
No. You said. I said. I'm asking you which if you had to befriend one.
No, yeah, he's talking about doing business though.
No, but we still talking about. Well, you said.
His question was about me doing business with them because at the end of the day, you know, I'm not in the street. So we're not in the street. I'm not in the street. So if it's a person coming to me, and I'll speak about it. So like, I don't really care. So it's a person that I know that, you know, he testified. I got to do this a lot of time. And he was doing some work for me, down duty. He was working like on one of the projects for me, one of my projects or whatever the case may be. And my man came to me and said, "Yo, you know, he told, whatever the case may be." And I'm like, "Dang, he told." Like, yeah, he told. No, he gave me the whole rundown. He told whatever the case may be. So I like, "Dang." And I still did business with his company because he's still the type of work that they did as far as what his business did was on point. And I understand where everybody's saying, but I had already started doing business with this guy before it even came out, before I even knew that he was a confidential informant, and he told on some people that up New York. It was crazy, from Philly and New York. You know what I mean? But I understand, Shaq, how you feel. I'm not saying that I wouldn't do business with a person that was, a homosexual. I would do business with them if I needed their they had a company that can benefit me in business, and I would do business with them if the business made sense.
See, but I get that part of it. We talk about hanging out, though.
Yes, I'm saying.
So I get that part of it. I mean,
yeah.
That's like if a rat nigga come to me and he wanted to buy my company or something in business and he got the money what I'm selling for, I'm gonna sell it to him.
Exactly.
I'm gonna sell it to his ass, huh? I ain't, that's doing business, but it's not doing business. It's just doing business. But yeah, I would definitely do that. But we're talking about befriending.
And I don't know about Beans telling. I don't know if that's true.
Who told?
My man Grits said Beans told y'all had him on the show. I don't remember Beans telling. I don't know if I seen anything like that. So yeah, I just don't. I don't know. But at the end of the day, it's a tough topic, and people going to have their opinion about what you should be doing and how you should be doing certain things. Some people might want to ride around and befriend, a rat. Some people might want to ride around and befriend the homosexual. And I understand. Just saying, for me, if I had to choose one, I just got to choose. I would probably. I'm not a rat. I don't condone rats. And when my guys was in jail, we was out here. When I was young and dumb, and we was rat bashing. We was really rat bashing. Like, we seen a rat, it was gonna be whatever it's gonna be, and that's factual. But now, that shit for me is so. Now, if somebody's a rat, I'm not dealing with them on a level where they can send me to jail. You know what I mean? But and then we look at this too. That's just rolls into. We talking about something else earlier too. That goes into like Lil Durk, right?
Mm-hmm.
Lil Durk got hit with another superseding indictment, right?
Mm-hmm.
I think it was the fourth or fifth one, right?
Mm-hmm.
So he trusted his friends, or trusted somebody that he trusted. Supposedly, this is what they saying. Somebody that he trusted or befriended. He used them somehow to, supposedly, not saying this is true, but they're saying that he used a friend of his or somebody he knew and to pay these other individuals to kill or harm some other individuals, supposedly, right?
Mm-hmm.
He never knew that his friend. He didn't expect his friend to tell. How devastating is that for somebody, like, for that to happen? It's like me and you riding together. You're a star. You soon to be. Inshallah, you're going to be. If the podcast continue to go the way it's going, where it's looking for you, you're going to be really, really wealthy, and then you may hire me to come and work for you, right? Mm-hmm. And then something may happen. You come to me. I'm not saying this is going to happen, but if you were to come to me and say, I need you to find some people to do a job for me because these bulls over here disrespecting somebody that we know that passed, and I come in the courtroom and I get caught up in something else, and I come and tell on you at your high stature or whatever you got going on, how devastating would that be to somebody? Like, how harmful would that be for you mentally and physically?
Mind-blowing, shocking, because you ain't thinking they gonna do that.
Yeah.
I'm total in disbelief. Total. I'm talking about it's total shock. Total shock. That's the first thing you're gonna get. Total shock. Like, damn. You really in here telling on me about this? Like, damn, they wouldn't even have known if you wouldn't have said that. Like, this is for real, because I didn't do the crime. You did it for me. I asked you to take care of whatever. But you turned me over because you could have. That would be mind-blowing. For me, anyway.
Yeah. So for him to actually experience that, and somebody that he trusted, and it's trying to put him away for what? They might try to get Dirk life.
Yeah. Dirk can easily, if Dirk was to get life in jail, I wouldn't be shocked.
Yeah. I would not be shocked about that either, man. And it's unfortunate that he trusted somebody. It was not saying it's true, but if this is true, he trusted the individual to, carry out a task for him, and it ended up backfiring on him. If that's the case. So once again, y'all, man, if you need home care services for your loved one, you're in Philadelphia, Montgomery County, Chester County, Bucks County, contact Care or Us to get paid holidays, weekly pay, daily pay, vacation pay, paid sick time, medical insurance, dental insurance, life insurance, 401k, also bilingual. Also, reach out to them today, man. They're rated number one in Philadelphia since 2019. Number is 267-315-9490, 267-315-9490. You know, make sure I hit the like button, y'all. It says, no, it didn't go like that. What happened? So, you got to speak about it, that. But we was somewhere, place I'm not going to speak about. We were somewhere, and they were taking photos, and supposedly it was supposed to be like a person who supposedly told, and the other person fled the picture. He avoided the picture so fast that they like, yo, I think I heard he told, so I can't be in the picture with this guy. And I respected that. So did Dot. Both respected it, you know. So can you take pictures with people that ratted young and told?
That ratted and told. I know they ratted and told.
Yeah.
Nah, they ratted and got up there and told all the way out, and they got niggas sentenced and all that.
What do you mean told all the way out though?
Like, you talking about what got up there and ratted and told all the way out? You talking about what you acting crazy? What the fuck you trying to get me to say? Ratted, got up there and told on stand and got niggas time in jail. No, I can't do that.
All right.
I can't do that at all.
Okay.
And you know for sure, can you?
I couldn't do it. I could not do it. Now in jail it's a little different. In jail, I'm saying it's not different in jail. What I'm saying, in jail, rats get checked in from the gate, right? Let's go back.
Not all of them, but some of them. The majority of them do, yeah.
So if a rat is like, I'm not checking in for nothing, whatever.
Oh, well, he gonna get his ass handed to him. Niggas is coming for him.
That's the whole compound, the whole jail?
No, not the whole compound, but whoever your car is. Like if you from Philly, you know, Philly niggas, if you from DC, New York, your car is coming for you. They find out you told and they give you your walking papers, which is go ahead to the hole and check in, and you don't follow that protocol, then you get the next protocol that falls in line, which is ass whooping.
Hey, listen, is that who put that poll? You did, Tawfiq? The poll so far says, huh? Yeah, but the poll, let's go back to it said, who y'all befriending, a rat or a homosexual? 51% of people said they would befriend a rat over a homosexual. And it was a 63 votes in there. Y'all can see that. So more people sided with me in regards to that. How do you feel about that?
Kid. Well, no, it did not. 51 to 49, that's the same damn thing.
No, it's still, no, it's a 2% difference, and it means
51 to 49 is a 1% difference.
No,
what you mean a 2%? 51.
49 plus 2 is 51, you know?
Man, if you take the 1 off of that 51 and give it back to me, we'd be 50-50. It'd be 50-50.
But still,
the poll's about even. The poll is about even, man. You got some dudes that hang with rats. You got some dude that hang with flats. Like, come on, man.
All right. So okay. So if it's a guy that came home from jail, all right. We spoke about the person that told, and you said you still person was in jail, known to be dealing with the same sex in prison, and they come home. Are you? If it's a rumor. That they was doing, not a rumor saying that it was, you didn't see it yourself.
See, anything that's a rumor.
Time out. I'm not done. I mean to use the word rumor. It's multiple individuals saying that they saw or they heard about this person dealing with the opposite sex while
they
they're in prison.
Saw or they heard about it?
I mean,
because if they saw, it's no longer a rumor.
But you gotta have witnesses to say that it's true.
No, but if you got normal people talking about, I saw him in the cell hitting another boy. And they seen it, it's no longer a rumor. I saw it. You got multiple people.
But if you wasn't there, you still don't know if they just making it up.
Yeah, you still don't know, but you know from the caliber of men that's speaking to you.
But what I'm saying to you is, are you asking this person, is this true or not?
Yes. You goddamn right.
So that person came on this couch on this set.
Yes. Right. Yo, man, did you what's up, man? Like because you know this is being talked about you. You know this is being, so this is what the audience want to hear. This is what the fans, like, damn, ask him that question that we've been hearing about. And for you to hide that and not ask that question, it's like you're shielding him also. Because he should want to answer the question if he wasn't involved in any of that. Now, if he was involved in that, then I would see why he would want to keep that quiet. Would you agree? I would be biting at the bit like, damn, ain't none of y'all asked me about that faggot joint yet, huh? Especially if y'all ain't asked me yet. But like, y'all ain't heard that, you ain't hear that. Well, yeah, they try to, give me the case of, dipping in that brown hole.
No, dude.
You know what I'm saying? So I would be wanting to get to that. But if you're trying to, so yes, I would ask you that.
Okay. I mean, I get it. It just, some people just, but yeah, I mean, I won the poll. You know what I mean? People sided with me, man. Shout out to y'all who voted with me out of the 63 votes. You know what I mean? So I appreciate that. But, for you, Young.
No, I wouldn't put I'm not putting a homosexual on blast because that's his business. Who asked me that question just now? C Dollar Bill. See, a rat, you got to put him on blast because you never know who he can encounter and who he can take down. So you got to put him on blast.
It's the same thing.
No, it ain't. No, it ain't because that's a choice. That's a choice. It ain't the same thing. You laughing about a serious matter. It's not the same thing. Because a faggot can't come up to you and ask you for a dick sucker and you give him one, right?
No, it's not the same thing.
No, yes it is. Yes, it is, bro. Yes, it is.
You said
a rat, you never going
who he can counter, who he can take down.
Yeah, exactly. But
thing,
no, it's
man,
not the same thing, bro. What are you talking about? It's not the same thing. I could come around you, man, and you don't know who I am, and I'm a rat. And I infiltrate, and I'm like, I seen what you're doing. I go back and tell the police, never come around you again, and they bust you. Now you have to be the one to decide to let me suck your dick if I'm sucking dick.
But listen, also,
can I touch this? Yo, what you doing? All right, cool. You can shut that right there unless you're gay.
But still,
that's not the same thing, bro. It's nowhere near the same thing.
It ain't about me. You bring them around. What about the little kids or the young boys that they may influence?
You watch that. You govern that.
You can't really watch everything.
You can't talk to none of these kids on my side when you around here. I mess with you. They don't mess with you. You're not gonna go up there and try to tell my son a life lesson of how to be a man. No. I gotta be friends. You didn't say nothing about him being friends of the family. I'm sitting back like, yeah, go tell my son, man, he ain't supposed to be doing that in school and letting him go. No, who's doing that?
Yo, man.
Come on, man, you're making the shit, like you're trying to make it something that it ain't. He's your friend. He can come to get you. You can have your kids out front.
Both of them had their pros and cons, man. I just chose, man. You chose, and I respect how you feel. I respect how you feel, man. How you feel, that's what you choose to do. You've been in jail with them. You know what I mean? You had a cellie, that was into that, and I understand that. I mean,
yeah. Well, understand what?
That she was in there. Your cellie was really into that, and you had to deal with that. How many years y'all was cellies for?
My cellie was into what? Like, what are you talking about? Is you up here trying to make jokes and laugh again? My cellie was into what? I never had a cellie that what was my cellie into?
You said you had a cellie who was a homosexual?
No, I never said that.
Oh, all right.
No, I never told you nothing, nowhere near nothing like that. We're going to be real. I never told you that.
You didn't say that?
No, I never told you that.
Maybe I just misheard you, man.
No, you never misheard me. You never heard me say nothing. You try and get a laugh because you want to go with the rat. Nah, I'm not going with the motherfucking faggot. No,
that was that word, man.
I mean, the homosexual, that's the one that I'm a befriend if I got to befriend one of them. And that's just it. I'm not befriending the nigga I know that got niggas life and all that, 30, 40 years, and he run. No, I'm not befriending him. No, this homosexual, we gonna do business together, do this and that, and I'm out. That's it. I could tell him a secret or two. He could tell me a secret or two. I keep it secret. You know what I mean? That's a choice. If I want to indulge in this activity, that's a choice that gotta come from me. With a rat, you don't have no choice. You just taking your ass to jail because he sent you to jail.
Yeah, man. We're gonna be on this topic all day, man. And I mean, I'm feeling a lot of tension coming off that couch, man. You know what I mean? It is what it is. For me, I made my choice, man. Now, listen, y'all, I want to ask you another question, right? You in jail, right?
Mm-hmm.
You locked up. And this last time I'm gonna speak about it. You in jail, you in jail, you locked up, right? It's 5 homosexuals, right? And it's 5 rats. Right? 5 rats, that's all. Which group was you hanging? It's in this group now. What group was you hanging in?
What are you talking about? I'm not hanging with no group of, I'm not doing neither one of them in jail.
I'm saying you had to choose a group.
To hang with in jail?
Yeah.
I don't know, man. To hang with in jail, I don't know which group I hang with. I'm not, shit. I'm leaning more towards not hanging with these motherfucking rats, though. I'm hanging with these rats, and then you talk about what's your consider of hang? What's your consider of hang?
That's your walkies.
Like my walkies every day. Like, I don't know. I don't want to be in that. I'm going to the hole.
Whoa, you going
I'm
to
going
now
to the
too?
hole. I'm going to the hole. I'm going to lockdown segregation housing you.
Okay.
I don't want to be with neither one of this bunch right here. I don't want to be with these boys having too much fun, and I don't want to be with these selfish cowards sending men to jail for the rest of their lives.
He said you go to the hole.
But who I can do business with, I can do business with a Bachi boy. I can do business with him. He's selling me some things he's stole out the kitchen, or he made some pies.
So what's different? So what's different between you doing business with a rat though?
A rat is just not honorable, bro. It ain't no. A rat just he gets nothing. He gets nothing.
So Doc said the rats don't even be on the yard.
What you mean?
The rats don't be on the yard.
For the ones that don't make it, no, they get checked.
How does a rat make it to the yard?
He comes to the damn yard. So the motherfucker find out he told.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he come to the yard. Motherfucker like, yo, that's a boy such and such. He told.
So rats really have it hard in jail.
Yes, rats have it extremely hard.
So they whole bid. So is it just it gotta be just a jail just full just
yes,
just for rats.
They got certain what they used to call Allenwood, the cheese eating factory, or majority rats there. It probably won't be a whole jail, but they tries to make those, like they got them gang yards, them dropout yards. If they drop their flag, you know, niggas be punishing you for dropping your flag.
I don't do that.
You know what I'm saying? And they gotta get them niggas to a security that they don't get punished at. So they send them to a dropout. They either call it a dropout yard where they got a whole bunch of rats there or ex-gang members. You know what I'm saying? So that's what they do. They got yards like that, yeah.
Wow. Yeah, it's a hell of a that was a good topic, man.
But my thing is well, we know what's the worstest person in jail.
What's that?
Is a child pedophile.
Yeah.
He has
and I would hang with a homosexual. Would hang with one of them.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
And that's what I would do.
Yes. The child pedophile is the lowest, because he's not only a sick individual, but you're taking the innocence and just succulence from a youth, man. From a youth, like the child molester, man. The child molester is a vicious person. And I was tricked to believe, like, to say boys had it easy, because I told you the story about me getting molested by an older woman. And I didn't think it was a crime towards a woman doing that to a young boy. I looked at it like, damn, maybe that's cool. Like, I got some cheeks at a young age, or with some head at a young age. But that really ain't cool, bro.
You know, you're right. Because when I was a kid, right, when I was young, I used to hear about, the boys messing with the teachers, and they tell. I was like, how would you tell?
Yeah, I wouldn't tell, though.
So I'm saying, but it still is our mind. I'm like, this teacher is bad.
Yeah, look good, yeah.
And you told?
Mm-hmm.
Like, sometimes, why that ain't happen to me? You know what I mean?
Exactly, yeah.
That you're young, but it still ain't right. It still ain't right, man. The teacher, she looked good, and these bulls went in there and start telling. But it's still wrong. Now, do you think it's harsher penalties on the men over the women who are the pedophiles?
No.
Or is it saying
the men is getting cooked. The men is getting cooked, man. The men that's touching these kids and stuff like that, and rightfully so, they getting cooked. But I think the laws are the same for both sex, but the men get it harsher. I don't really see, like you see I be seeing little reels on a woman, did something with a boy at school. She got 4 or 5 years, but she don't get sentenced like a man would. Man that's running around messing with little kids and boys and all that, they cooks them nowadays. They gives them dudes 30, 40. They cooks them for looking.
Yeah.
Not touching, looking. They could be online watching child pornography.
Mm-hmm.
And they'll come tap their website and see that they on some freak time and go get them and give them 20 years. That's what we call peepers in the jails. Like, these dudes, all they doing is lookers.
That's messed up, man.
And getting a dub from
That's
looking.
messed up, man.
From looking. You sitting in your privacy of your home watching child pornography websites or whatever the case is, and this is your fetish. And these dudes is getting 20 years.
But they deserve they deserve it, though.
But you deserve it for looking?
Yeah, man.
For looking, though?
Yeah, man.
So what do the motherfucker get for acting it out?
Listen, man, all of it is harsh. Is horrible. It's a horrible thing, man. I would just think about, this, you look at that the little kids and people that's affected by this stuff, man. And you don't really know, this is a lifelong, it causes a lifelong effect. You know what I mean? A lifelong effect on the kid. And then 9 times, like I said, the kid starts to turn out and do the same thing.
So if you got a son, right, 12 years old, he got a teacher in his school, been giving him head, would you want him to tell you that?
A woman?
Yeah. Because once you tell us the gig is up, he gets that head no more. She gets fired because I'm quite sure
I would.
You would want him to tell you?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah, that's out of
Like,
pocket.
Dad, man, teacher been giving me some head.
Yeah, it's out of pocket.
Yeah?
Yeah, it's wrong.
I don't know how I feel about that, man. I don't know, maybe it's the way I've been brought up, but the right thing would be, yeah, tell me. That would be the right thing. But I don't want to take him from his joy, because if he did it 2-3 times, evidently he love it. He's loving it.
That's
there.
a grown woman on your 12-year-old son.
I was talking to my old lady the other day, right? And her son is 16 years old. She said if he brought a chick to the crib that was like 33, 34, which is her age.
How old is her son?
16.
Okay.
And he coming in there with a little 33, 34-year-old chick. She said she was going to start rumbling her. I'm like, why?
Because he's 16.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But 16, like, I don't know, man. And I'm knowing, like, it sound crazy, but help me out, audience. Like, damn, he's 16 years old. He got all right, I'm 25 now and got a 50-year-old man. Like, well, why is that cool?
You're an adult, though, man. It's adult.
I understand. I get it, but
It's adult.
16 and 32, 33.
So it's the same. If it's
And then for a boy, we ain't talking about a
a
girl. We're talking about a boy. See, it's probably different. Like, damn, you corrupting the mind, and you could corrupt the minds of more of a boy too. You can. I'm not making it like you can't.
It's
But
still wrong, man.
But do one get more leeway than the other? Like, do it make it cool to do it for the boy?
It's still wrong. Still wrong, man. Still wrong. Just think that is wrong, in my opinion. But you look at it, there's a lot of dudes out here who got young women, and men like younger women. Just gotta, make sure they're over 18. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. And that's all men. That's all men that's getting older in life, man. No disrespect to the older women out there. I'm sorry.
You can't wait 2 years, bro.
But
16, you can't wait 2 years.
But I'm talking about for a boy, though. I'm talking about for a boy.
Well, what a 16-year-old? Yeah, it's still wrong.
Like a 16-year-old boy with a 32-year-old woman.
She's 32 years old. Imagine she get pregnant or something. Because you can make babies at 16.
Would you be all right? This goes back to the question we asked before. If you find out your son was hitting this 32-year-old woman, do he get remanded for that? Do he get him punishment?
Punishment?
Check. Do you say if he was giving him a lounge, you'll cut that off?
It's a little different because
ain't she nice? She bad. You see it. Big fat ass, bow-legged. I'm sorry, Mr. Tawfiq. I knew his age, but
it's consensual. So
you check her out. She's smelling good. She all in front of you. It'll never happen again. Jiggling in front of you.
I mean, it's wrong.
But it's wrong. But when you drive off, you ain't gonna be like, and you with your son, like, boy, you ain't gonna have no type of accolade for him for that.
Nah.
It'll be all harshness. What was you doing? Don't you never do that?
Nah.
And if you do that, that means you want to hit. You
harshness,
mad he got to her before you. That's what it means.
The harshness is probably gonna be towards her. It wouldn't be hard for him because he a victim.
Okay, but what is you telling him he out of pocket? What if he be like, Dad, man, I really pressed her hand.
Man.
But what if he tell you like, man, she really sweet as cake, grandma big. I pressed her hand. I forced her into doing that because you can have that.
He's still a victim though, because
of his age.
Yeah.
But what would you say to your daughter though? She's 16 and he's 32, and he been gutting her.
She a victim.
But you will be cussing her ass out.
Nah, she a victim.
You wouldn't cuss her out?
Mm-mm. Same thing. I look at it the same way, and then you got to be a little bit more gentle with the girls, because that's life altering. Yo, I'm telling the truth, man. Yo, what Dot say, man?
I'm getting some.
About to block that.
No, he's talking about something. No, he's talking about if he's 16. Huh?
Yo, Dot, you might get blocked. Yo, but this is what goes on. So for you, right? All right. I'm not even gonna ask that question, man. I'm gonna let this joke go. I know he gonna go off. And he gonna go off. I ask you this question, right? So, ask your question, man.
Mm-hmm.
Your son.
Mm-hmm.
right? Nah, like that's good because I gotta be real careful, man. I gotta be careful. So I'm gonna switch to ask another question, man. For you, right? For you in your life, man. Your life, right?
Mm-hmm.
You have experienced a lot of things, right?
Mm-hmm.
A lot of different scenarios, jail and not a jail.
I experienced a lot of more harshness than I did comfort and
Yeah, you
ease.
see, came out on the floor. No,
Yeah, I can't. Yeah, you know how motherfucker take you out and they hold their pass the bait. No, when I came out, I hit the floor
he dropped you.
from the drive. I wasn't even
And
a
they kicked
second
you a little
old.
bit under
No,
the-
they ain't kicked me. They
like
was
your guns
rushing
on
to
the
get
tape.
me. I got a couple elbows and them falling down trying to get me. But other than that, yeah.
Yeah. But so you dealing with the harsh things that you went through as a juvenile.
Mm-hmm.
Do you think that as a kid we were protected as a we were like protected?
We wasn't protected, but we protected ourselves. We didn't have nobody to protect us, but we was a crazy little bunch.
Mm-hmm.
We protected ourselves. We governed ourselves. Us as a whole, though. You couldn't do nothing to. We was with all the. You know what I mean? I'm not gonna say like all praises to God or this for this or that, but for me, you know, we didn't. My group, our group, didn't have a person, one of the boys that started liking the same sex. You know, and everybody has pretty much hit the sex rules out of our group. Now I told you
From
about
what
a
we
friend. From what we think and without, yeah, I mean, yeah. So, with that being said, we all hung together. We had just each other. So, we wasn't with that at a young age. So, if somebody was coming through and trying to get to one of us and one of us was finding out, like, yo, what he over there doing with you, Bob? No.
Go ahead.
Or me. You know what I'm saying? Like, that wouldn't have happened like that. So, no, nobody protected us, but I think we protected each other.
What about the young age? I'm talking about, what about from like ages 4 to, you know, because a lot of times, man, you know, these
Ages 4, I was in the foster care. I was in type of
Yeah,
group
right, yeah.
homes and stuff like that.
You're right. I think that for me, I was a kid, and my uncle was a homosexual. I lived in the house with a homosexual when I was a kid, and he was I didn't like him. I didn't like him not because of his sexual preference. I didn't like him when I was a kid because of the stuff he used to say. He used to say like a little smart stuff, and I don't think he probably didn't like me either. You know what I'm saying? He probably, if he say stuff about my mom, and you were talking about earlier, say stuff about my mom, stuff like that. He just go crazy when he got mad, and I always argued with him. And I had like a distaste for him. Every day when I came home from school, I just be like mad at him, like, yo, you like, and I argue. He was in his 30s, maybe late 20s, 30s. I was a little kid, but I ain't like him because of the way he talked and the way he acted and the way he just say the most disrespectful stuff, not only to me, but about my mom and to my grandma and so forth and so on. He was real flamboyant with it. He went to jail and he came home, and I believe when he's in jail, some things happened to him. But when he came home, I remember him going to jail. I remember coming home, and then I was mad that he got out. You know what I'm saying? I was mad that he was home, but and then he passed away. He died, and when I seen him sick on the bed, he used to be sick on the bed. I used to walk past him, and he was humble. He was dying, and he used to ask me like, "Can you give me some water, or can you hand me the juice, or can you give me some out of the refrigerator?" And it changed my relationship with him. Like, it changed our relationship. Like, I was like, damn, I started feeling like bad for him. But mind you, up until him getting sick and being sick, I didn't bang with him. I didn't like going, because he used to say stuff to me, crazy stuff, like, say, all type of stuff to me. Like, your dad, it's not your dad, and your mom, is this your mom, that. So it just bothered me. But when I seen him dying on the bed, and him asked me can you hand me this? Can you give me this? Can you give me that? Because he was bedridden. He couldn't move. And by me seeing that, and him asking, it made me feel like sorry for him. He died from AIDS, HIV, and by me seeing him sick, and him like, yo, can you give me this and give me that? And it changed my relationship with him, and seeing him dying. And I remember just sitting there talking to him while he was laying there at certain times as a young kid, and he used to talk like different. He was different. He wasn't the same person that he was when he was flamboyant, disrespectful, ain't care about nobody, smoking his weed, whatever, but he was different. So our relationship got better as once he got sick and got older and passed away. But yeah, so I'm not like a person that don't think people can change, but certain circumstances and situations are different, But that's just something I just revealed. But my uncle passed away from AIDS, HIV. I think he I don't know how he
You don't die
contracted.
from HIV, you die from AIDS.
He died from AIDS, yeah, and it was bad. It was back then. This was in the 90s.
They ain't had probably nothing that could slow
and
it
he
down.
and I saw him deteriorating. Like the most horrific thing that I saw was, and I'm just gonna reveal it. Like I saw when because he was bedridden, and they went to go change his because they had the AIDS coming to see him, and he had he's wear Pampers, and he was so
You
skinny.
lose your bowel movement.
Yeah, he was so skinny that you can see basically his tailbone.
Mm-hmm.
And I just seen him going through that. He was fighting. And when he couldn't fight no more, he passed away. But before he passed, I just saw a different side of him. You know what I mean? So it is what it is. But yeah, so I'm not like a person that just don't think people can change or stuff like that. But like I said, I hated him for a long time, and then I seen him get sick, and it changed my mentality and my thought process of him, and I wanted to help him. You know what I mean? So, but yeah, these things happen. These things go on, and my grandma loved him to death, but he's like really treat her bad sometimes.
Mm.
So, yeah, y'all hit that like button, man, if y'all can, man, and we can talk about whatever, man. So for you, young, like have you ever hated somebody so much that you seen them dying that you decided to change? Like
No.
your perspective of them?
Mm-mm. All the people that I hated, they ain't died yet.
What?
So until they die, that's when I get to that point. Huh?
What?
All the people that I hate, they ain't died yet. So I'll let you know that as soon as they pass.
So what you mean? You still hate them?
But yeah, shit.
So you still? Oh man,
This man is crazy.
But listen, like seriously, like I done say like tough situations, man. Like sometimes you may not like a person, but you see in the bad situation, you might want to help them out. From certain situations, I done seen dudes that was like once again arrogant, disrespectful, ain't like you, and then you would see them in a bad situation. Like one time, I'm gonna tell you a story. I came to a gas station. I was in a gas station one time, and it was a guy that we had problems with. I don't want to say his name. Had problems with. He's with his 2 kids. I believe he had 2 kids in the car. So in a gas station, right?
Mm-hmm.
Car broke down. Couldn't get no gas. Couldn't get no gas. Mind you, this was a person that we didn't like. I'll tell you on camera who he is, but we didn't like. And I seen him in the gas station with the kids, and he couldn't even get gas in his car with his kids.
And you didn't like him.
But we didn't like him because he did some foul stuff.
Right.
And he had his kids with him. And I remember looking at the kids and him, and I'm like, dang. I helped him get gas money. And he knew that I didn't really like him, but I helped him like that. Like,
And you still helped him out.
yeah.
That's why you blessed.
But I felt like I didn't want to do it.
But you still did it.
Still did it. But so many years ago, he did some foul stuff. But so many years ago,
But you still did it.
I still did it. But I didn't do it. I did it not really
Your
for him.
actions outweighed.
It wasn't really for him. It was really for the kids.
But it still was for him. They his kids. It still was for him. It was his kids. It's his kids.
Mm-hmm. And he went on to say, man, thanks, but I know we ain't really good. But
Oh, he said that? Oh, he
Yeah.
recognized it. He did that. That was a point to that. He let it go by telling you that.
my life ain't. But I like he was suffering from some type of addiction or something,
Mm-hmm.
whatever the case may be. But I didn't really do it for him. I did it for the kids. But after doing it, I felt okay that I did it for him and the kids. If that make any sense.
Mm-hmm. It makes sense. You didn't do
After
it.
talking to him, because he wasn't like trying to be like somebody people need help and then like y'all need help.
Mm-hmm. So he was acting like he don't need help.
No, he wasn't acting like he need help. He just was sitting there like distraught. Damn, man. And so I'm like, what's up with you? What's up? You all right? What's going on? Nah, man, I need some gas. I can't get no gas. I ain't got no. I think he said something like he had no money on him, or something, whatever he said, or whatever the case may be. And he was just stuck.
Mm.
So I just, you know what I mean, went on ahead and, you know what I mean?
Helped him out.
Yeah, for sure. But like I said, he was a slime ball. Did some slime ball stuff. But that's what it is.
But life was repaying him back. Life was kicking his ass.
If I tell you,
For the
tell you what it is off camera, you're like, oh, dang. You probably say, I wouldn't give that nigga nothing.
Yeah, because I'll be mad.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, so it is what it is. But life is you just never know, man, where you gonna end up. You know, but I'm not saying that. Even go back to the question, like I'm not saying that, you know, those people can't change or be different, or that people don't have their vices and what they go through. I'm just saying that I would feel like I'll be more compatible to have a conversation with a person outside of the snitching, whatever the case may be. I'll probably be able to be more compatible of hanging around or riding around the car with that person or speaking to that person, because I probably have more things in common, even though they told, which is a hell of a strap against them. You know what I mean? Oh, man, but you know, for you, like, you know, and what you got going on now in your life, right?
Mm-hmm.
And everything that you've been through. Because, you know, we've seen a lot of execs or a lot of people of position of power in the world of the social media world, the music industry, all these industries. A lot of them may have told or snitched, right?
Mm-hmm.
Would you be willing to sign a deal or do a deal with a person that snitched?
What you mean, do a deal with?
Like, say they want to do a deal with your podcast with Tales from the Jails, and they told.
And he's a big time nigga. He's an exec.
He has a lofty position in one of these social media companies that acquire podcasts.
And I ain't have nobody else trying to give me a deal at that time.
You may have other people trying to give you a deal, but he may have a more lucrative deal, better deal. And would you do business with him knowing that they're right? Or would you be like, nah, I'm going to pass on this opportunity because he told
If I had more opportunities to do another deal, even though it's not big as his, yes, I would.
I don't do it.
I would pass on that deal. But if he was the only one offering me a deal, nobody coming through, yeah, I would have to take that in my current situation, needing for loose, yeah.
But I think at some point you gotta put the business before the prize, especially as long as you're not in the streets.
Yeah.
You gotta put the business.
Exactly.
You gotta put the business before that, because at the end of the day, you know, the business aspect is different than the street aspect, if it makes any sense. You can't really, you know, get robbed in business unless you can get robbed, but you can't really get robbed or played in business unless you approach it other than business. If you know what I mean. Like if we friends and we got a business together, and I'm looking at you as my man, as my friend, and I'm not handling the business aspect but still keeping the friendship, if that make any sense, I set myself up to be burnt, so I can't really be mad at nobody but myself.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, a lot of times people say, "Oh, that's my man." No, you gotta have a business in place. I always tell you that all the time, business in place. Of course, me, I'm not gonna ever sneak you or do anything to you. But I always tell you, in business, you gotta have your business in order. Make sure your business in there. Make sure you protect you. Make sure you do things for you, because you got to have these things in order. Because everybody, sometimes people act different when money's involved.
Mm-hmm.
When money comes into play with people in business, sometimes, you know, their eyes get bigger than their stomach, if that makes any sense. So if somebody never had, you know, 5 million, 1 million, whatever it is before, and then there's $1 million on the table, right?
Mm-hmm.
Automatically they thinking, well, damn, I could have did this without him, or I ain't really need, I gotta give you this. And these things happen with people. So like, you never really know who people are until, you know, they're back against the wall, money's on the table, you know, or something devastating happens. But you got to be really, really careful, man, with people, man. Everybody don't know how to function in these high pressure situations. Like you said, you never know. Somebody that you never know who gonna tell.
Yeah, I told you, yeah.
Like you said, Feek, you never really been under the pressure of being, and I'm telling you, like, I know I won't tell,
Mm-hmm.
but it hasn't been seen that I won't tell. I've never been in a situation where I know I'm 1,000% confident that I will not snitch on my guys. But if you had a 1% in your mind thinking He might be 99%. I know this guy won't tell, but 1%. He never really been under that gun. If you thought like that about me, I wouldn't be mad at you.
Mm-hmm.
But you know what I'm saying? 'Cause I know you know who I am, but these type of situations come about and people fold.
Mm-hmm. A lot of people that did time, a lot of people that did the time going that motherfucker in jail. And they know how it is and they ain't never told before. More so than a motherfucker that ain't never got caught. The motherfucker like, damn, boy, I just did 15, 20, now I'm facing another dub. Oh, he more susceptible to telling than anybody in the motherfucking world. Not to say that he would, but he's susceptible to it.
Yeah.
Like, you never know what type of caliber man you are until you're standing in that actual pot.
For sure.
All that sitting out here watching all the cases, watching all the Diddy cases, watching all the news. Oh, I'll never do that. Oh, man, they. Hindsight is a motherfucker. When you're going through it, actually going through it, they in there like, we know you guilty and we gonna give you life. Well, check this out. We'll give you a dime if you just tell us he told you to do it. Come on, bro. That's a hell of a shift towards that life. And one can sit here and hope and wish and think and make accusations and talks or answers about, no, I won't snitch. Bro, you don't know what you will do until you're standing in that pot and they in that room with you and they giving you these options. Life or this 5 years and him on a plate. It's a hell of a motherfucking jump when you sitting in that little ass room. That's a hell of a jump and they dead serious. They try and give you that will if you don't play ball. Can you do it? You have plenty of men that took their life. Plenty of them. But guess what? You got plenty of niggas that's back on the street right now with another niggas doing life off of some shit they did.
Because people don't really understand, man. Like a lot of times, dudes, life be on the line. Like, so these dudes, like, man, you know what? I gotta get out here, and a lot of times they do it, and it's wrong. They go in there and tell. We done seen it over and over and over and over and over again. So we're not gonna sit up here and play like we haven't seen. We've seen it over and over and over. Everybody in this chat knows somebody who told. You know, everybody knows somebody that told in this chat. I would be surprised if people say they didn't, or even been around people that told. And they filled. And they out here in the streets. The streets is filled with people that's telling. People still coming home from doing bids and telling, and still telling. Yo, somebody we know this came from jail. I told you I seen him the other day. And the first thing that you said was, he was telling real good. Them dudes was telling real. Because it wasn't nothing about nothing else, but it went right to that. And then they was telling real good. They snitched. And me seeing him, I'm like, you automatically went to that. Because that's the most outstanding accomplishment that he has. Is being a snitch.
Especially when you are a street person. When you are partaking in acts of crime and get caught on your acts and you bring someone else down with you to relieve the pressure that you was feeling, yeah, it's you a wild motherfucker, man. You a wild motherfucker. That's gonna stick with you forever. Regardless of people fucking with you or not, dealing with you, doing business with you, but behind your back, you always gonna be that rat. Always for the rest of your life, you're gonna be a rat. Regardless of motherfucker in your face saying it or behind your back, you will be called a rat for the rest of your life.
Yeah, and what I say, all right, because also, if you don't know nobody personally that told, you know of someone that told that was probably in close proximity, or know somebody, this is somebody that you know of. You may know their name that told. I'll say that. I'll say that. Everybody get to these phone lines in a minute, y'all. Get to these phone lines. And also, man, if you want to start any business, no matter what the business is, you want to start any business, you need your EIN, LLC, articles of corporation, operating agreement, all the different things. If you want to start a home care agency, you want to get into IDD, you want to get into that field. It's $1 billion industry. Contact TNS, Licensing and Consulting. Call them today, 267-534-5053, 267-534-5053. We're gonna get to these phone lines, man, and we're gonna have to hash it out, because I know a lot of people gonna probably, be saying, I'm riding with Black, I'm riding with Feek. It is what it is. Everybody's entitled to their opinion, but we want to get some honest opinions. The question is, before y'all know the question, which one are you befriending? Don't call up here with the excuses. Call in and say who you would befriend if you had to choose one, either the homosexual or the rat, confidential informant, snitch, whatever you want to call them. Which one are you befriending? Phone lines is open. What's the number?
336.
215-316-4496.
Yeah, I can't see shit.
Yeah. I get you some glasses, man. It goes back.
Probably get some contacts.
Nice
little clear contacts.
Yeah. 215-316-4492. 215-316-4492. Remember the question, no? The question is, who would you befriend? Don't call up here stuttering like I do. Get up here and tell the truth. Phone lines open. Lines open, Tawfiq. Yeah. Shout out to Cotty with the Bizzotti. And everybody in the chat. But yeah, man. You know, coming up when we was young, man, you know, did you hear people calling people rats really that much when we was young?
You had it, but not like now. Boy, it got bad now. Now it's just whatever.
Shout out to Jubop 215, man, for the donation. Appreciate you, man. 215-316-4492. 215-316-4492. Yeah, man. And listen, if you see how black is blind and he can't see, home care agency, Care Us, to get you dental, medical, life insurance, all insurances you need, 401k, contact them today. Switch today to Care Us, home care, 267-315-9490 is the number, 267-315-9490. Get your loved one, your family member over to a home care agency that really cares. Care Us. Ain't nobody calling in, man. The phone on, Tawfiq? We can't really hear it in the headphones. Shout out to Dark Skin Beauty in there. James of Flames as usual. D-Mac 2373. Everybody that's in the chat, man. Nobody won't call in, man. So we might have to. Oh, there we go. Tell us from the jails. Okay. Yeah, man. Waiting on the phone call. So for you, young, right?
Mm-hmm.
And everything that you have experienced, right? Being in jail. And whenever you had to check a rat in, what's the first thing you see? What's the first opening statement y'all say to them?
You gotta go. Once it's proved that he told and all that, but he know that at the time, he already know what's coming. So he gonna make his move too. Sometimes we done went to the cell to check the rat in, he already done left. A nigga know when they come to the yard and they told her, but the guards ask you at certain yards you get off the bus at. Like if you told, man, don't go out on the compound.
Yeah.
Tell us from the jails. Who you speaking with?
Yeah, this Chris.
What's up, Chris, man? How you doing, man?
I'm all good.
What's going on? So you calling to answer the question. What's up, bro?
So my question is, it's for you and Black.
Okay.
So if you out and you with your homie,
Mm-hmm.
and like y'all on a mission and something happened, he end up checking out though, and you about to get booked for all this shit, but you could put it on him. Like, is you consider a rat?
No.
And that's your homie though. That's your homie. You and Black. Y'all go on a mission, something happened.
For me,
and all this shit, but you can get off for free.
I probably would tell him me like, yeah,
for me, I'm not considering him a rat. If I died, he better tell on my ass. What, he gonna go to jail? I'm the get out of jail free card. I died. I'm not getting no.
That's what I be saying.
I'm not getting no repercussions behind him telling on me. Only thing he getting is an alley hoop. That's a street game. That's a street game.
You tell on your homie.
But them niggas is fools. Them niggas is idiots. That's a get out of jail free card right there.
Yeah.
That's what you call reverse Uno. Right there on your ass. I went on a heist with my friend, and my friend got killed in the midst of the heist. Oh shit, man! I came in there. I don't know what the fuck he was doing. Nigga said he wanted to ride. Yeah, that's all a layup. This all a layup. That is not ratting to me. To me, that's black. Now, other than that, I don't know what the next man. But he a damn fool if he say that's ratting.
All right, man. Enjoy your day, bro.
Lay off black too, man. You be gaslighting my man.
Yeah, I got to, man.
All right, y'all have a good night.
You too, bro. Yeah, man. 215-316-4492. Tell us from the jail. So we speaking with.
Oh, hey, what's going on? It's Cam from Maryland.
It's who?
Cam from Maryland.
Shout out to Maryland. What's up, bro? What's going on?
I just wanted to speak on what y'all was saying about the rat and the homo.
Okay.
Like, the way I see it is, you hanging with a rat. As Black would say, you go to the Fed, state, anywhere, you run into a rat that'll kill you, he'll still be a man, still fight, do everything. You be friends with him, but the whole time, it's like outpost situation. You friends with somebody like him, they'll shoot you in your face and they're gonna tell on you. Or say, nah, they had something to do with this. It was their fault that this went on. But it's like the homo, they might be some of the best friends that you ever had. And then I seen the Matt Harper podcast where they was talking about Joe Budden that came out and they asked him, they was like, yo, I don't swing that way, but I respect your decision. And he told them straight up. Now, just because I like niggas don't mean I like you. And it's like, but that's real shit though, because it's like, he might like what he like, but not every girl on this earth like you.
You're right.
So how you gonna say every dude on this earth gonna like you? And if he respect you as a man and you're a real friend, and respect the situation that you're not swinging that way with him, and he'll still carry it with you like your homies. It is what it is.
Yeah, man.
But a rat, you can never trust him for shit, because it's like, he'll do anything to get over. The only word that is a rat know is self. So it's like, in that situation, ain't shit when it comes to me and you. Ain't no me and you. It's just you.
Hey, man. Listen, man, you made a hell of a point, man. You made a hell of a point, man.
That's just my take on it. I mean, I'd rather be friends with somebody that'll lose their life for me than a person that'll take my life and then tell my mom he don't know who did it.
Yeah, man. Respect, man. I respect that. You know, your answer, your opinion, man.
All right, man. Bro. You too, man. Stay free.
Shout out to Maryland, man.
Already.
Tell us from the jail. So we speaking with.
What's up, y'all? Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum assalam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
The $C from North.
Yo, shout out to North Philly. What's up, bro?
I'm good, y'all. So I see why the Gippers be calling line now, harassing Black. Because he got a soft spot for him.
So he got a soft spot for him.
What's up, bro? He hung up? The call dropped? Huh? We can't hear him. Yeah, something going on with our phone line. We got to figure it out, man.
Hang up a call right back.
Sit like Crashner's in here watching. Shout out to Larry Crafter, man. He do be on our platform, man. Checking us out. Since we here, we got a real special interview, man, coming up this week, man. Might as well let the cat out of the bag. We got Philadelphia Freeway this Thursday. It'll be available for members tomorrow, but we got Philadelphia Freeway who's going to be on our podcast this Thursday, man. Freeway came through to talk about, the prison system and so forth and so on, and how he's affected and how it affected him and his family and affected him and his loved ones. Freeway, Philadelphia Freeway. Shout out to Free. He had an event this week that just passed. What's going on with the phone lines, Tawfiq? Can't hear nothing.
I can't hear nobody calling nothing.
Yeah, we have an issue. Yeah, y'all, we got Philadelphia Freeway here, man. And for me, you don't want to probably got connected directly somehow. But yeah, for me, I understand. The last caller, he made a valid point. He made a valid point. Like, everybody don't want to, just because somebody is a homosexual doesn't mean that they want to be with you.
That's what I tried to tell you earlier, but I ain't saying it in that way. I say, Fig, he's not going to disrespect. I can see if he's coming at you like, oh, yeah, Fig, you look good. Then you have all the legitimate gripe to get on his ass.
Down duty. Yeah, I don't know what's going on. We got to figure out, try to work through this it's technical issue. I know everybody let's give us a minute to try to work through it and see what's going on. I know everybody want to yeah, I don't know what you over there doing now.
I hear it, but it ain't ringing my ear. Huh?
You got to switch that Bluetooth up. Turkey Bands. Yeah, I wanted to holler at Turkey Bands. You know what I mean? Turkey Bands said he was going to call in and had something to say. But yo, for you though, young, let me ask you this question though. While we wait for the phones to get fixed. For you, right? Was there ever a rat in jail, a person that told there was a rat, that you felt bad about checking them in?
The only one that I told you about was the young boy. He told on the boy that raped him.
Mm.
That's it. That's the only rat that I felt bad about checking in. Like, damn, man.
So who was worse in that situation? Was it the rat or the homosexual?
The rat. He told on that man. He told on him.
Either he was viciously...
All right, yeah, he got out on you. That's part of the game. That's part of the game.
Oh, okay.
You told on him. Would you have told on him? If he got out you and knocked you out?
No, I wouldn't have told.
Okay, but then, yeah, you acting crazy. Yeah, the man told on him.
But that's a hell of a... What I'm saying, though, like, that's a hell of a... like, you never gonna see that man again that did it to you, bro.
Mm-hmm. Now, you go home and catch you a state case, yeah. Yeah, you might.
Yeah, that's a wild bull. What's going on, Fig? Yeah, that's a wild bull. That's a wild situation right there, man.
A very wild situation.
Y'all. We unfortunately, man, we can't really figure out what's going on with the phones right now. We had to do something more of a direct connect, I guess, instead of the Bluetooth. So yeah, man. Listen, y'all. Like I said, this week we got Philadelphia Freeway, man. Who's gonna be, coming onto the show Thursday, speaking to y'all. Y'all can, give y'all assessments of how y'all feel about this topic today. Y'all can leave things in the comment. It's still no go?
Oh, man, Larry got on that joint. I think so. Oh, it ain't?
No, it ain't Larry.
Oh.
No, on duty. That ain't Larry Krasner. Nah. Larry ain't doing nothing like that. Larry got some serious issues going on with him. But yeah, man. Also, y'all, man, I want to thank everybody for tuning in to Tales from the Jails. Tales from the Jails is sponsored by TNS Media Group. Power Rooms USA is a place where we record at. We thank everybody who's been tuning in. This episode will be available on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, iHeartRadio. It's also going to be available on Amazon Music. And we will be streaming again tomorrow. We have another guest tomorrow we will be streaming with live. And we thank everybody who's been tuning in, everybody who's been supporting us. Once again, care of us. If you need home care services for your loved one, call them today. Call them 267-315-9490, 267-315-9490. Care are us. Home care for your loved one. The best top-rated home care agency in the state of Pennsylvania. You get paid holiday, weekly, or daily pay. I mean, they get paid every day. You care for your loved one, you get paid the same day for the care for your loved one. You get paid in sick time, medical insurance, life insurance, dental insurance, 401k. When you get old, get that 401k in place for you. And also, if you speak Spanish, they have bilingual representatives there to assist you. Make sure you contact them today, 267-315-9490, 267-315-9490. Anything you want to say, young, before we get up out of here, man?
That was it.
Y'all stay safe, stay free, stay out of trouble, and do not go to jail and do not tell. Because Black will not be befriending you if you tell. All right. Tales from the jails. We up out of here. Enjoy your night. Stay safe. Stay free.